And hello fellow techers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are in a Super Conqueror, guys. Yes, during the discount weekend or discount week, I can't remember what it was, weekend or week, doesn't matter. This was the tank that I acquired. I was grinding my Conqueror to get to this tank, so I'm very excited to get into this tank. Unfortunately, I have a stock crew in this. Actually, the crew is bare bone. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't even have 6th sense or anything. I figured that I'll keep my good crew in the Conqueror, and I will use new crew for the Super Conqueror. In reality, when you think about it, this tank is supposed to be fought in corridors, tight areas, where you need to have, you know, heavy armor. You need to push through. So I figured, okay, you know what? Maybe I can get away with crew without any perks. And who knows? At some point, I might switch the crew that I have in it right now, but right now that's what's happening here. So here, first mistake. Yeah, right there. I was pre-aimed initially into that opening here, and what I should have done was lock my turret and basically look away. What I wanted to do was look towards the right side, but if you lock your turret, you can still look to your right side, and then when someone's coming through, then you can just fire at that point in time. I didn't do that. Now the E75 standard shell didn't go through the turret, so I had to switch to ATCR, and now we're gonna focus this Emil. Like, he has a good position there, although he was overexposing a little bit too much, so I was worried that he was gonna track me, you know, and put some shells into me. So I said, no way, we're gonna back out a little bit. As you can see, the Reds charged the hill pretty hard, and well, look at that shot first. Yeah, ghost shell, unfortunately. So this position here at E9 on Tundra is, look at me flop that shot again. A little bit too slow, getting too old. Anyway, so this position is very, very important, because once you get this position, you get high ground first thing, and second, you can see both caps from this location. So if you need to defend either one cap or the other cap, it's very easy to do it from here. That's why this position is the most important, and usually in 90% of the games, if your team doesn't send any tanks to this location, it's usually a loss. So yeah, I encourage you guys, make sure you pay attention to this location. Now, in this situation here, Red sent a lot of numbers into this location, but luckily, you know, smart players on my team actually went around the 7 line. You can actually flank around the 7 line to flank these guys from the other side. I mean, usually there are tank destroyers sitting in a J9, J0, somewhere over there. But in this case, it seems like they cleaned out the back side pretty nicely, so we were able to clean up the hill pretty quick. Now, I'm aiming to get this M103 out of the game. Thought I would focus him, but he does the right thing actually. He doesn't want to engage all of these tanks that won the hill at this point in time, so he's gonna drop to the bottom. And I think that was the right play for him at this point in time. So what we're gonna do is come around here and see if we can spot anything. And we can see this Type 4 heavy, so we're gonna put a shell into him. Now, the next shell, what I'm gonna do is, I can't pan him from this angle unless I hit the turret. So what I'm gonna try to do is track him, just like that. We're gonna switch to APCR rounds, and we're gonna try to put some shells into his turret now. Unfortunately, he repairs, so he's gonna back out quite quickly. Let's see if we can put another shell into him. We're gonna try. Come on, reload. Let's do this. Come on. And yes, it goes in. So we managed to put a couple of shells into him. Unfortunately, if you look at the score, our team is losing. So we basically gave up the entire field because we were fighting for the hill. So the opposing team won the other side of the field and started capping our base. Now, this map is one of the only maps where I can actually say that if you don't have control of the map, you can win the game. And simply because how powerful this hill is over here. So it doesn't matter that the opposing team has control of the map. We have control of the hill. And from here, there are shots all around the map, right? So what I'm trying to do here, engage this Huntsman. We put one shell into him. Now we see the Super Conqueror. We're going to put a shell into him. And very quickly, our damage numbers are climbing up here. Here, we see this Tiger. We're going to try to track him here. Yes, we do track him in place. So hopefully our team's going to take advantage of that. Now I have to be mindful, there is a Super Conqueror on my left, and he's targeting me right now, right there. But I'm not exposing my bottom plate. At least I thought I wasn't exposing my bottom plate. Now here, I tried a shot on Tiger 2. I was just testing if I can actually pen him through the top plate with this angle, but I couldn't. So now I realized that the light tank is, Red's light tank is actually coming in trying to get rid of our artillery. So I'm going to switch my attention to him. We're going to take him out of the game. And just like that, we clean up nicely here. Now, I know that there's a Putton that's currently sitting at B0. I'm going to try to approach him. Unfortunately, he ammo racks me on the way in. So here I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention to him. I focus him. I want to make sure I put a shell into him, but I ran into this rack, unfortunately, and that was actually very lucky because he could have put a couple of shells into me while I was doing that. So here I'm just going to try to wiggle an angle to make sure that he doesn't hit me. But I'm kind of worried about artillery at this point in time. So, and there it is. Artillery hits me, and I was thinking, should I repair, should I not? And I decided to repair because I just don't want to stay out in the open like that. I swapped to my APCR rounds at the same time. I want to guarantee a pen right here because the game is really close. We actually just lost another tank. So we're going to come up here and we're going to see if we can engage him. Now I want to do it right, and I'm still worried about the Arty because I am in the open place. So there it is. Arty hits me again. Fortunately, it doesn't hit me for a lot of damage. So here I'm going to try to side scrape. Again, guys, try to play your tanks right. If you want to maintain your hit points pool, play them right. But luckily, our light tank takes care of the patterns, so I don't have to worry about that. And here I wanted to send a affirmative command, and unfortunately I fired an APCR shell, which happens to be quite often. Alright, a little bit of a breather. So let's put this into perspective. I looked at my lineup right now. We are tied. The opposing team has Type 5 Heavy, which is absolutely irrelevant at this point in time. I don't care. He's slow. We don't have to worry about him right now because he's not going to go anywhere. The one tank we should be worried about is the tier 10 Waffle, because I don't know where he is right now and he can clip me easily, clip out the whole team. Now, I've noticed that on my team there are two guys in the platoon, the two Selva guys. And if you guys don't know, if you ever seen Selva guys in one of your games, a lot of these guys are good players, really good players. So once I saw that and I saw both of these guys on my team, I was like, okay, there's no way we're losing this game. There's no way. These guys just not gonna throw the tanks away, for sure. So I was looking for shots here at Waffle, at Type 4. I don't see any shots at all. So I'm just gonna hang around this position here. And here you see a shot at the Waffle. We put a quick shell into him and we back it in. I'm really worried about the artillery. One thing I don't want to do right now is throw my tank to artillery. So you can see me hugging this rock in front of me. I really don't want artillery to hit me. I wanted my sixth sense to disappear. Well, I don't have a sixth sense, but I wanted to disappear from the radar. And luckily, a light tank takes out the Waffle. So very dangerous tank gone out of the game. And this should be pretty much a win, I would think. Because a light tank should still take care of the artillery, and then we know where the Type 5 Heavy is, and I am able to engage the Type 5 Heavy because I still have enough HP to do so. So I could potentially take a hit from him as long as I don't get penned, and I'm pretty sure he has a derp gun, and if he does, if I get penned, it would be problematic. But if I face him frontally, it should not be a problem. So I keep my APCR rounds loaded because, you know, I don't know how he's gonna approach me. He's gonna be hard to penetrate. So I tell my team I'm on my way. So we're gonna try to approach him from this side and hopefully engage him. At the same time, I'm hoping that a light tank can kind of come back through the back door, I would say, through the opposition's cap, so he can get some, you know, back shots into this Type 5. So we're gonna come through here. Oh, actually it's Type 4, not Type 5. Sorry guys, I thought it was Type 5, but it's Type 4. Regardless, similar situation. So here I was gonna charge the Type 4, but I'm a little bit concerned about that Arty. I didn't want to get double teamed here, and if I did, I could have probably lost my life. So I called for help, but the Arty gets taken out. Here we put a shell into Type 4. He puts a shell into us, and we know we have it in a bag right now. So we're gonna give him a little bit of shake of the head. No way, buddy, you're not getting this. And we take him out of the game. So, really good game in the Super Conqueror. Probably one of my first 5 games, honestly. We managed to put up some nice damage numbers, although that's probably quite common for a Super Conqueror. So let's take a look at the end plates. We managed to make 31,000 credits. We destroyed 3 tanks. We put up 6.2k damage, 1.3, almost 1.4k assisted damage, which brings our totals to about 7.5k combined damage. Very, very, very nice result for the Super Conqueror. Class 1 Mastery badge. We also blocked 1800 damage. We managed to finish in the 3rd place. As you can see, both guys from Selva clan finished 1 and 2. These guys played a fantastic game in their tier 9s. So yeah, really nice teamwork with myself and these guys. Actually, the 3rd Selva guy finished in 4th spot, the E75. So again guys, on this map you have to remember taking the hill is the most important thing, and second, if you actually see a good platoon on your team, it makes things so much easier. And I have a feeling we wouldn't be able to win this game without these guys on my team. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Quick sneak peek preview to the Super Conqueror and a relatively close game. So make sure you go and check out Clone Guy 72 and Garadini. I'll leave links to their channels in the description section below. That's it for today. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit checking out.